My name is Kevin Fernandez and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do an unboxing video on the game Horrified World of Monsters. So I know very little about this game. I only know the whispers of the world, and the whispers of the world say it's exactly the same or it's completely different. The Horrified games seem to have a very split audience, which I guess is kind of a positive thing that the audience is very split. There are some people who are like, oh, well, it's just the same. And then there's some who are saying it's different. I don't know. I'm going to just judge it for myself and see what happens. But either way, I do love the Horrified series as a whole. To me, I am one of those people who like, okay, well, you know, the original Horrified is different from the American monsters, which is different from the Greek monsters. Yes, there might be some gameplay mechanics that might be similar to each other, but as a whole, I still think it's a very fun, unique experience altogether. So that's just my 2 cents thus far for the 3 that have been out previously. But that's enough chit-chat. Let's crack this nut open, see what's inside. Okay, so we got the cover of the box. It's mostly got all the monsters that you're going to face in the front, as tradition of Horrified. Now, thus far, I only have like one small criticism. I don't know why you call it World of Monsters when there's only 4 monsters. I don't know. I'll have to read the rule book and everything like that. That's just my one nitpick, I guess. It's not really a criticism, it's a nitpick. So we got the back with the 4 monsters that you can get. Unfortunately, while I was at Gen Con, I was not able to demo this, so I was unable to like get the vibe and get the feel of this. I know they had it today as the day that I was filming. Ooh, that's cool. Creepy eye. Okay. I'm just going to start with the board. Okay. So it looks like there's kind of a amusement park. Oh, like Disney World, but like creepy. I know some people who would probably like that. Actually, this looks like a pretty interesting amusement park. Oh, and they got the lair token system, again, from the Greek monsters. Seems like they're like, you know, taking the stuff from the different games that they brought out. And here's our rule book, which I will keep by my side, so that way I can see all the components and I can say what everything is called. Okay, so I'm going to start with the monsters and I'm going to work my way through to the bottom and then we'll just put everything back. Okay, so we got our first monster, which is Cthulhu, and according to this, he is, oh, I'm not seeing like a difficulty status. Interesting. Oh, complexity. He's complexity high. So I'm going to just check the complexities of all these characters. Okay, so the next monster is Zhang Shi. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, please let me know in the comments so I can correct myself. He has a complexity level of medium. Okay. Now we have the Sphinx, which is the complexity level low. And we have the Yeti, which also has complexity level low. And then we have this thing. Looks like kind of a little sanctuary place. And this is what it looks like from the back. Okay, we're just gonna zip that up. Now we're going to take out our punchables. And of course, we got our bag, which was where we're going to put a lot of our items in. And then I'll show you the monsters. But I will keep this kind of... And I'll say what everything is for, because it looks like there are... Don't let Jordan hear me do that. She just looked up. She's like, "Here you do what?" Okay. So we got our first set of punchables. We're going to start with here. We're just going to punch out our stuff. I'm not going to show you every single one. I'm just going to say, when we do a new color, I'll show you the first one. So these are part of our item collection, which will go in our item bag, which is the thing that has Cthulhu on the cover. That's the most colorful Cthulhu I've seen. Oh wait, no, it's the second most colorful Cthulhu I've seen, because the Cthulhu from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is a lot more colorful, since I believe they made him pink. I don't know, for those of you who was a fan of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, did they make Cthulhu pink? I can't remember. We need to discuss that. That's a very interesting topic to discuss, okay? So now I'll go to the green guys, and like I said, first item. Maybe I should do first and last item that I punch out. That'd be more interesting. So these are all just items. The reason why I'm trying to do that is because I'm trying to experiment with how I'm going to do any new Horrified games, if they are going to make any more after this one. I do not know if this is like the last one. There's our last item. And then we'll take all of our green items. Place them in the bag. And then we'll start off with blue. Jordan's third favorite color. But I will also get these chains, which is for one of the monsters. It's the one I may or may not be having a hard time pronouncing. And then these runes for Cthulhu. So I'll punch them all out and I'll show you guys all of them. So you need these in order to play with, in order to use Cthulhu, because that's one of the ways you defeat him. Okay? And then we're going to go with punching out all of our blue, the rest of our blue tokens. Cthulhu has a lot of stuff. So this is the last item. Okay, then we'll take the items. Now, of course, I'm going to have to mix them up because I just put them in color order, so they're kind of like one color on top of the other. So what I will do is I will put the other color in, and I'll shake them up so they're a little mixed up. Okay, next we have these tokens. These are part of Cthulhu's again. Okay, and we got more of these chains. Oh, those are for Cthulhu too. Everything's for Cthulhu. Okay, this is not. But virtually everything that you punch out is for Cthulhu. Maybe I should just wait until there's not a Cthulhu thing for it. Well, currently there is. Okay, so these So this thing right here, this is for Cthulhu. Cthulhu has the most tokens. And I guess I don't really have that big of a problem with it. Cthulhu is pretty, I think he's like very, he's a very famous character. He's probably the most famous character from Lovecraft's works. We got our terror marker, and we got our frenzy marker. And if you liked the layers from Greek monsters, they are back. So don't worry, they're back. But I'm wondering if they made a change to them, because, you know, one of the things is if you bring something back, you should probably tweak it a little bit. So now I have my citizens. Okay, so these are all my citizens. These are the people who are dumb enough to go out with all these monsters running around, and you have to rescue, and you will get a nice little reward, which I think is still called, yeah, it's still called a perk card. Yeah, Jordan did Greek monsters, now I'm doing World of Monsters. Yeah, we got a lot of monsters. But at least, hey, at least this way, we could bring like all the Horrified games to our game night and just let people pick which one kind of appeals to them. Which is one of the nice things about having the same system in a game, because then you can more people can get involved with this. But it seems like they encourage you to just have one monster, because that's how they've been like advertising this for. Okay, so now we have our hero tiles right here, right there. It looks like the 5 action person actually has a special action. Usually it's just their special action is they can move 5, which means that the monsters in this are so powerful that they felt that you needed to have a special ability for your most powerful hero. That's not a good sign. And I will pull out these stands so I can get the heroes on their stands. So I'll just put them on the board, and as I pop them out, I will put them in their stands. And of course, I'll put the rest of them on their stands too. So we got our first hero right here. And he's got the yellow stand. One of the nice things I love about this game is you can kind of keep them on their stands, so you don't have to keep taking them out and putting them back in. To me, I do agree that does ruin a board game a lot, that you have to install them and reinstall them. Okay, now we got blue, even though this looks a little turquoise to me, but whatever, it's blue. There we go. Get that. Now we got pink. It's funny, pink is like a skeleton pirate guy. Okay. This guy kind of looks like Dum Dum Dugan if he was in like one of those like cyberpunk novels. Okay. And if I remember correctly, okay, so from what it looks like with the Cthulhu thing, which is a lot smaller than I thought it would be, because in the sample art they showed him to be a lot bigger. Okay, so I pulled this out. I pop this out. Now I don't know if I can keep these in, if I can keep these little stand things in or not. But I will definitely see if I can make that decision. And I'm supposed to put these, I can slip them in so they look like that. And this is what he looks like, for those of you who are wondering. We got a very I guess because they don't want to like have Fantasy Flight come after them. Like, that's our design. And let's see if he stands up. He stands up in the box. Okay, so hopefully he'll stand up when we're playing the game. And got these little Yeti children for the Yeti. And these are the only tokens for the Yeti, so the Sphinx has nothing. Okay, so now before I move on to the next set, I will put a stand on each one of our little figures. Like I said, I'm trying to experiment with this just so that way I can get a feel on what this is going to look, on how this is going to go and everything like that. And there should be some stands for the Terror and the Frenzy as well. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is how it looks. We can get it on. Okay, so it says there's 3 more, but okay, well it shows that there's supposed to be one on the Frenzy marker and the Terror marker, but I'm not seeing that, so I'll keep going. We'll see. So we got our first monster. And like I said, I'm not going to keep attempting to do it. We got the Sphinx. I like how they're still keeping these guys as the figures, the Yeti. And of course they're unpainted, so if you want to paint them, you can. And we got Cthulhu. Couldn't keep away from the green forever. It's weird they didn't make him purple. Mostly because the figure is like blue and purple and everything like that, so. Okay. And then we got our dice. I'll open these up. And this is what the die is going to look like. There's our monster ability. We got a blank. We got an attack right there. Nice coloring for the dice. Okay, the last thing we have is the cards. So I'll just try to get through the perk cards and the monster cards. The first cards I will show you, but I won't show you each one because they're all the same. Those are the player aid cards. They're so that way when people are playing the game, they have something to refer to. So here's our player reference cards. And then they got the monsters on the back. And so now we got our perk cards. That's what they're calling them. They're calling them perk cards. Looks like they're like little devices this time. And we got our monster cards. These are the monsters, you know, working their mayhem in the game. And these are the back. Looks pretty sophisticated to me. Okay, I usually like to put my reference cards in between the two. Okay, put that in there. And then we're gonna put this right here. Okay. I will put these under here. Okay, and I'll put all the tokens. That's weird. So I'm kind of wondering if I'm missing a stand or not. Because technically it doesn't say how many stands this is supposed to come with. So I do not know. But I might. Because it looks like I'm supposed to have 12. Because in the book it shows the 10 citizens, which I have, and then it shows like the terror and the frenzy with the stand, and there's no stand. So interesting. So then I'll put guys right here. And I'll put the, see if I can fit all the little villagers. We'll put this right here. These will go here. So go like right here. Maybe I'll just put this like here. Trying to fit the board. Okay. So then I'll put the monsters like right here. Okay. And there we go. That is everything inside of Horrified World of Monsters. Well, there's everything inside World of Monsters. Yeah, as far as that stand goes, I'll have to check with Ravensburger to see if, or Ravensburger, to see if it is missing or not. I'll have to find out about that. But all in all, it looks like a pretty interesting game, just like all the other Horrified games. I cannot wait to try this out. Again, it seems like you're only going to be doing one monster at a time instead of like multiple monsters like you traditionally do. I don't know if you can do multiple monsters at a time. Some people are saying, well, it's just another carbon copy, which means I should. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm probably going to only try it with whatever the rules recommend for your first time. But with that being said, please give this video a like, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell to be notified for unboxing videos just like this. And if you're a big fan of the channel as a whole, consider becoming a Patreon supporter on our Patreon page. You can support us for as little as $1 a month, which gives you early access to how to play videos, like how to play Horrified World of Monsters. I would like to thank our current patron supporters. Your donations mean a lot to this channel and help us do what we do, so thank you very much. Be on the lookout for our how to play video on Horrified World of Monsters, but until then, thanks for the views.